just felt. I was just sitting in the garden having a cup of tea, just looking at the nature and listening to the birds going past, and it just, I just can't wait to be there on a permanent basis. Yeah, I did. I thought this is nice. I really, I loved the position and everything else. I just felt proper relaxed there, and it was.
And I was jealous. I was totally jealous. I really, really did want to be there. Apart from the heat and the mosquitoes, I really did want to be there. And you were saying that you think I'm going to really like being there. And when we're living there, I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think we've chosen well.
That's lucky.
I know it's that bit further out than we wanted, as we said, but I think the compromise was worth it.
Because we always say, that you can change a house, but you can't change the village. And to be fair, we did choose the property. We choose that place because of the property, because that was the property that suited us.
I walked around it a couple of times this time. Went down to the shop and things like that, and it's really, really tidy. They were cutting the verges just down the road from ours, from our house, while I was there. So they got the strimmers out and everything else and cutting it all and keeping it all tidy. So it's really looked after. They've got a lot of pride in the village.
We did notice that when we bought, didn't we? So it's good to know that they do keep that up.
Yeah, they do. It's maintained all the time.
So you were really happy because did you find any snakes at the property?
No.
Good.
No, I was gutted.
Yeah.
Gutted. Absolutely gutted. I looked everywhere.
Yeah. But you did actually find a snake, didn't you? And
I saw a snake on my last day in Stara, Zagora, which you've already put the video on as such, haven't you? No, I was chuffed to bits to sort of find that. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. I've said it many times, and I'll probably say it many times again. It's nature. The nature in Bulgaria is absolutely fantastic. It's everywhere. The back of the house, I'd gone for a little walk out there, looked up, booted eagle. The rollers, the European rollers nesting along the side of the road there. We've in the village there's black-winged stilt. Which has got a baby now. I saw the baby flying. So it's obviously.
What were those things we saw last time when we went together, and there were those things flying around making that funny sound?
Stilt.
That was the stilt.
That was the black-winged stilt. Yeah, they got a youngster.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a black winged, but it's not got quite such long legs, so I don't think it'll be called a stilt yet. It's got short legs, this one, so you can tell the difference between.
It's a black winged stunt.
Yeah, it's not quite so stilty. It was great.
All the sunflowers were out.
The sunflowers, the bee eaters, still there. Just everything everywhere. The amount of grey heron and things like that. I even saw a glossy ibis.
Oh, nice.
I got a picture of a glossy ibis. It's not the best photo, but you can see, easily see what it is. And that was at, down by the little woods with the ponds. Loads of grey herons down there, egrets, black stork down there again. They obviously like that particular part of the village. The white storks, obviously, with their babies. It's just it's everywhere you go. There's something. Listen to the golden orioles. One of my favourites. The sound of the golden orioles.
Did they come to the garden? Or did you
I could hear them. No, I could hear them. And then the walnut tree across the road.
We need a walnut tree.
There's so much. All the butterflies and different types of butterflies and
like you
and
said,
beetles
the
and
mantis.
The mantis. There's just so much of everything for anybody who loves nature. It's just there. There's so much of it. And it blew me away when we lived there before, and certainly became all consuming for me. And the fact that I managed to work with nature in the end was just incredible. I'm hoping it's going to happen again this time. But the it's just there. You haven't got to go anywhere. Sit at home.
But if you do want to see more nature, you can always visit the Green Balkans and Stara.
Yeah, if you want to do something, amazing. You can always help out there as well. I'm always looking for volunteers. Or you can donate. Towards sponsor
sponsor
birds. It's all sorts you can do. But
I'll
failing that,
put a link.
there are tons of other places I can tell you where to go to see certain things. There's loads of places I'll be going back to, and there's loads of places we haven't visited before, but we are certainly going to put that right this time. There are definitely places that are high up on my list of let's go and visit.
We're not planning to go back out now again until September, are we? So I've got to make the most of the videos he did. So they're going to be kind of spaced out.
Well, I think the other thing is obviously any advances on the house, selling, anything we do on any advance on how we're going to move our stuff and things like that, we'll keep you informed.
But the videos may be a bit broken, you know, there may be gaps.
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to go out next month.
You've been out every single month since April, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Hi guys, so this is my last day today basically. Today my plan is to go down to the rescue centre again and give a hand. I'm going to go say hi to Philip and Luli, and they've got a couple of other birds that they handle now, which I'll see if I can have a look at. And just sort of take it easy until this afternoon. And then this afternoon it's bus to Sofia overnight, and then, like I said, early morning back to the UK. Looks like it's going to be another cracking day. I've just found a little bit of shade to sit in. As you can see behind me, the sun's shining on the open areas already, and it's like, I think it's about 7:30 now. But it's definitely in for another hot one. So that's it for me for the moment. I will do a little bit of footage at the rescue centre and try and show some of what goes on. See how that goes, and hopefully I'll just do a little bit of a catch up later. Okay, have a good day whatever you're doing. Bye, and keep smiling. Hi guys, so I am at the rescue centre in Stara, Zagora, helping out a little bit, preparing some food and things like that. And this is Luli. Obviously I've shown Luli before, and Luli is, I was trying to work this out the other day, I think he's about 12 years old now, because Luli was here when I first came here, and and is still here obviously, so he's an old boy now, and he's doing alright. So he's a tawny owl. Luli has a condition called Stara, which means basically he hasn't got very good vision. Which is the reason he's been here for such a long time. He came in as a baby, he's just a sweetheart. He's used to the kids and everything else. And part of the thing is, I know there's always the big debate of zoos and rescue centres and things like that. As, whether it's birds like Luli for guests to see and things like that. But through my personal experience with Luli, the kids go away when they've been to visit, and it's not just a tawny owl, it's Luli. So it gives it a personality, and gives nature something just a little bit more, and makes it a bit more personal. And I think the effect then hopefully is that they go away and they don't try to harm them, which is what we want. We need to change that sort of mentality of things being shot and injured just because it's fun. It's just one of those things, and I think it's birds like Luli have a massive place in that. And he's such a calm, easygoing little boy, aren't you? So hope you're all having a good day. Mine's going pretty good so far. The snake that I found first thing this morning was pretty cool. As soon as I walked through the gate, there it was. I nearly stood on it. So as I said, it's going to be released tomorrow. So that was a great start. I've then done a load of food prep, and now just getting Luli out. There's so much work that they do here. The rescue centre does so much work. They get 10 to 30 new patients every day, which is just phenomenal. It's a massive number, and a lot of those birds come in on the bus. Believe it or not, the system in Bulgaria is you can put it on the bus and we basically send it to Stara, Zagora, and these guys do everything they can to try and release the birds. So the centre's there, look just behind me, it's the entrance, okay. So yeah, the work they do is amazing. Everybody works tirelessly to get this done, and it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort, but so worth it. And hopefully it can't continue for a long time. You know, when you consider this started from a bathroom in Stara, Zagora, to sort of the projects that they deal with now. We've got the bearded vultures, the black vultures, the Egyptian vultures, everything that they do here is just phenomenal. And I can't wait to get back and, you know, help out again here, either as a working capacity or a volunteer capacity, whatever it might ends up being. It's just such a rewarding place to be, and a rewarding job to have. So yeah, long, you know, hopefully it won't be too long, will it? Yeah, we can come back and see you on a regular basis. So hope you're having a great day. I'll do a little bit more footage every now and then of some of the other birds and the centre itself. And yeah, have a good day, guys. Cheers. In the aviaries behind me, or just over my shoulder, are the visitor section birds. Now, all of these birds are injured and can't be released. They've done everything they could for them. They've made them comfortable. They're now okay. The broken wing or whatever it might be, and they stay here. So it gives awareness. We can show people on a sort of close contact what these birds, what these species are like. Hopefully they take a more personal contact, you know, sort of with these birds, and it becomes a more of a, rather than it just being, you know, as I said, a wild bird or whatever, it becomes something that they know that they can tangibly see and associate with. Hopefully they just become, you know, a bit more respectful of the nature around them and admire it for what it is, because Bulgaria has a stunning array of nature. Hello again, and who are we with? This is Mia. Mia is an eagle owl. Mia's got one eye, which is why Mia is a patient and a guest of the rescue centre and lives in the visitor section. It's the first time I've ever handled Mia, and yeah, she's alright. You're okay, aren't you? Eh? You're beautiful, aren't you? Absolutely. Oh yes, Mia's got something to say about it. She's probably wondering why I'm waffling on to this little plastic thing in my hand. But yeah, so this is another one of the birds that hopefully make an impact on the kids and anybody really that comes to visit, and hopefully they don't go back and harm them in any way, because isn't she a beauty? So the last of the birds that I've handled today, again got him out, give him some sunshine, isn't actually a native species, which is very unusual. When I was here, all we had was native species. Is something very familiar with falconers, is Harry the Harris hawk. And I believe he was an ex-falconer's bird that they've ended up with. He seems alright most of the time, he seems okay. Fairly calm in general, aren't you? Now going back in, I've cleaned his aviary, so he's good to go. Okay, so my time here today at the rescue centre is fast coming to an end. Soon I'll be off to the bus station and off to Sofia, ready for my flight in the morning. Yeah, I just wanted to point out a couple of things. There's the project, this is one of the projects that is being worked on here, and I had the pleasure of working on myself personally. It is the Saker Falcon Reintroduction Project, which is effectively a way of getting them back to breeding in Bulgaria, which has now been successful. There are recorded now 3 pairs, and I believe all of the birds that have been in the breeding project so far, or in breeding in the wild now, successfully having babies, came from this very project that I was working on. The lesser kestrel project that they have has been a huge success thanks to the work done here at the centre. This year alone they've bred 120 chicks for release, and in the wild here they've got nests all around the centre. They've had over 50 babies produced from wild pairs that keep coming back to the area. So again, the work that's being done is absolutely phenomenal. Also from here I have, just to this corner here, is a pair of black vultures, part of the project, to reintroduce them again back into the wild as a breeding species in Bulgaria, which they do now have, but they are doing their bit to try and help with that. There is a young wild chick just up in the far corner which they've made sort of a little shelf for, so it can see the adults that were already here, and hopefully it won't imprint then on humans, because they put the food through a little hole at the back so it doesn't have any contact with humans whatsoever. The only thing it can see through its little window is a pair of black vultures, so hopefully this thing will be able to go back into the wild. Again, I'm not sure this is going to show on my camera, but their cage or aviary is just there. To this side of me, just over here, is a pair of bearded vultures which they've been doing for some time now, which also many of their babies now have been released back into the wild. So this is something that's just another part of what they do. So they have the veterinary side, things get injured, get repaired basically, and released back into the wild. They've got the breeding project all around here. They've got Egyptian vultures here on a breeding project. It's just never ending with what they're doing. Always about releasing everything back to the wild, never about the money. It is not about the money here. You do not get a good wage working here, but it's not that you're doing it for. What you're doing it for is because you're trying to basically do something good, do something, keep these birds around, keep this nature around, so for years to come everybody can enjoy it. That's why we do this. That's why anybody with a passion for this is nothing to do with the money. It is always to do with the welfare of the birds. I get that here, I get that where I volunteer in Wales. The Horstman Trust, I volunteer with Holly and Adam, and again theirs is all vultures, or pretty much all vultures, but again the work they're doing is all for conservation, education, and making sure that these birds, these wonderful species that we're privileged to work with, do not become extinct. And that's what we're trying to do. Amazing place, amazing people, and amazing work that's being done by everybody here. That is a lot of baby storks, all to be released at the right time. Cool, eh?